Elements grab up the Lifestealer here. Maybe something they picked up when they were squaring off against Adfinem. Looking to scout. No courier is going to be crossing his path, but he is looking for a setup, possibly towards this mid lane.
He's found him.
Hi there, Donkey Boy. He's going to be able to step in and get the quick swipe. Iceberg not too happy about it. Commits in, drops off the Starstorm, gets the arrow too. How dare you take my courier? Oh no, Radiant grabs it back, but look at the turn right over. A jump out, Gogi. Heavy commitment back and behind the tower here. Going to be eating a lot of hefty shots, but as it seems, with the help of the PMS, he will shrug most of it off, goes for the salve, which certainly helps. Even the fairy fire, look at him chew through all consumables. This man wants to live. Is he going to be blessed with it? Time walk? No!
Oh my god. But they lost their own courier under tower.
Oh my god.
And then they lose 2 heroes, including their mid. Oh, it's just a disaster from there. They will get mag down bottom. Nice little pickup there, but it's so sad to lose that exchange on mid.
Bottom lane LeBron will also be going down here.
And it's just really difficult right now for Elements to deal with. In fact, Iceberg is kind of...
Yeah, they're waiting so he can Starstorm.
As soon as he time walks, that's going to happen. Instead, they're going to go for the arrow play, and it's going to be enough!
Yes, it will!
Yep, at least for the moment, they haven't seen him, but Gogi's just going to go up top.
Top lane where they have the setup. It's on Mitch. Sayoma locking him down with the
just on the edge.
Storm, but yeah, on the cusp of this Chrono to be able to lock down FN. FNG does show up, but with a nice blinding light, they split them apart. Oh, Gogi not going to be able to move in and get a hold of FNG with the help of the Moonlight Shadow. He's not spotted, but then he shows himself, so Gogi goes back in. He wanted that kill, and he got the finish, but it will cost him his own life. With Mag getting involved now with that rotation from the mid lane, he will help it out. Swift ending, though, able to push past, get the Disruptor down. LeBron going to get bumped back and away. FN gets some down money to make it out. Coming up just a bit short if they wanted to get the silence there. Meanwhile, back and below, they are going to be able to get the cutoff on LeBron. Vega owning the whole bottom half of the map and forcing Elements not even able to kind of comfortably move into their own territory and pick up the farm scraps because they need it for a lineup that certainly is supposed to not expire so soon. Mid lane, there's going to be the commitment in. It's for Mitch. And a Chrono will only hold in 3 with the blast. The firepower is certainly not there, and that's going to be a Vega turnaround for sure. Drops down the static with a glimpse back as well. Swift going to be forced to pop out. Turns into a 2-for-1. But Vega not done yet. Jumping on in. Looking to go for LeBron. It's Milan. Drops down the smoke screen. Nitrogen. Sponsored FNG. Going to be going down. Burrow on in, though. Comes from Mag. As he drops down the epicenter, Milan going to be taken and finished. Iceberg with the Starstorm. Going to add an extra bit of gunpowder on that one. They will not have that buyback money. This could be very dangerous. Oh, no. Swift ending. Casually happens to be walking back with half of his life. Gets ran into by Mag. Mag catches him with the stun. The gust flies out. Swift ending will be going to pull out all the stops to get a save. And now they're going to go for an assault.
Oh, no.
Nice set up with the Chrono, but they're not going to have nearly enough damage. They get a blast in, though. There's a lot of work on for FNG. Can they finish off at least the Wisp? Yes, they can. They'll be able to do that one. But then, Samo walks in, drops down the stack. Storm is going to catch Gogi here, and Gogi is going to get shot down by FN. Counterplay for Mitch, trying to drop down the wall right into the middle of the chaos right here, but he is still going to be eating way too much. The gust silences him up, and the right click's coming on through. They will be able to possibly get the finish. No, gets a blink off, is able to back off and away here while Swift ending. Pursued by Mag, goes in, infests into the creep.
And as a result, it wasn't enough.
Yeah, you could say, heat of the moment, spontaneous knee-jerk reaction, get the Chrono down. But that's the difference between, the upper echelon of players who can make those quick-witted decisions. Bottom lane, and jump on LeBron now. Burrow strike with a Starstorm. Can't take too much of that, but they are going to pop up the mech. There's a Chrono turnaround. All for Mag, though, as they're going to be able to get a jump back and away here. But that's when FN's going to begin to unload the damage here. FNG, though, going to get pulled back in and quickly assaulted. Jump out from Sayoma is going to avoid the trouble from the Lifestealer, but Iceberg goes to work, drops down a mighty Starstorm. Gust going to be passed over here. Swift ending, looking for a corner to leap out from or get the hell away from. Mitch is already out of there. Swift ending, though, goes in, able to get Sayoma. Can they get this Lifestealer?
Oh, he got
Iceberg going to get assaulted there. Nice quick hit from Swift ending, but FN is going to be able to get the last say.
Clearly, Elements were not all on the same page with that maneuver, and it didn't work out the way that they were looking for.
Lots of weight on the shoulders of maybe Gogi to get the setup play here. Swift ending, though, gets the first nod. Quickly taking out FNG. Now looking to go for Sayoma. Can he clear out both supports here? LeBron needs a lot of damage, but is going to be able to step back and backpedal away to safety. They quickly take out Lil Milan there. But they are going to be able to get down that first life.
Iceberg,
There's the turnaround. Iceberg stuck under the chrono, but so is Mitch. Not enough right click here to be able to do enough onto Iceberg. He tries to walk back and away. There's going to be the match. He gets hit with the mana link, leaps out and away, loses his mana, and is going to be going down. Mac pops out next, tries to go for the TP. Can they stop him? No, they can't.
Yeah. In the end, waiting for these items instead of pushing with their first Aegis has put them in this position where now Elements can counterplay.
And Elements keep doing that. They get Mag, and there was already a relocate in. That bed's going to be in trouble. Oh no! Vega! What's happening here? It's crumbling apart. They're going to be able to take the Drow down. Elements are back. They are back in this game. Game number 1, pushing down the mid lane.
You've got a Riku with a Diffusal Blade that can obviously counteract that. And like you said, the time is the biggest factor. The fact that they kept on delaying for these items that, can theoretically delay damage and kite into fights really well, is now putting you in a spot where your heroes are half useless. And Lifestealer's going in under tier 4s.
Wow, huge, heavy dive, and he is able to blow up the little ball. FNG going to be out of this game for 40 seconds. A hard commitment in. Elements saying they do not care about any sort of boundaries. Jump way back in to get the job done, and they will take out the secondary support in Sayoma, and they're not done there. Look at Swift ending, man. No respect.
Too far.
Going way, way deep for Iceberg, buddy. He had to go all the way to Antarctica for that Iceberg right there. He goes right back to mid lane, get back to the foundation, and take advantage of this opportunity, Elements. They will get that tier 3 down. They have done more base damage already than the Drow worn out. Can they get it done? Huge Epi. Can Vega pull this game back? They're looking to move in. They're going to be able to bring down KotlGuy fast, but Swift ending continues to go to work, and he's going to take Mag down right away. Mag going to be forced to buy back, and now goes Iceberg leading on in. Set up with the Yules into an arrow. Going to connect. Does he have the damage, though? Does he have it? Not going to be enough yet. Needs help. FNG by his side. Swift ending. Looking to turn it around. Iceberg. Ethereal. Going to be living. Looking to go for FNG. Not going to get that one. Backing away. He's out. Jump. Nice infest in the cap. But that is not going to be good enough. Hops out. Vacuum back. Response from Mitch. Wall's going to be going down, but I think that might not be it. Vega could be able to hold from this point. Stack Storm slightly off the mark, but they'll pull him right back inside of it and finish it off now. Woo! FN will be able to take the triple kill here at the end. Elements, man, they're fighting with all the stops right now. Vega are able to claim this fight, and I felt like they were going to be cocooned inside their base, looking for a high ground defense. They had continued to go on the aggressive, and they're going to be rewarded for it. Heavy deep in once again here for Elements. They're going to be able to get off the chrono. It's for FN, but they're not liking it here. There is a relocate save from FNG, and this could be bad now for Elements. Vega, we're going to turn it back now. They're going to get a good gust. They're going to get a good kill. KotlGuy's going to be gone. Now FN under pressure here from Swift Ending and Milan, able to force Mega to the low ground and out and away, but he's mana linked. He's going to get stunned. The jump from Milan is there. Looking to go for the finish on Drow. Should be able to get him a burrow from Mag. He's going to get the save. LeBron will be able to finish it off with right click, but he's just a Kotl. Could be going down. Does avoid the last right click there. Going to get glimpsed back in. Will ultimately get finished. Swift Ending, the last man alive here, is the big raid boss for Elements, but being outnumbered, hoping to kind of stall out a bit. I'll take this frickin' bird car and get the hell away.
Bird car.
But Iceberg, though.
It's the bird mobile, man.
Yeah. Swift ending, though. Okay, glimpse back, turns onto Iceberg, rages off that glimpse, and he's looking to make it back and away.
It's going to be a long kill.
Yeah,
this is going to take a long time.
This is like the O.J. Simpson chase right here, but he's turning back, and he's offering his own bit of spunk. Is able to get the retort there onto Iceberg now. He goes for FNG and gets that kill. This man is unstoppable, and he's going to go for Mag. Glimpse back, and now Mag's gateway path is cut off. He has to go another way out. Look at this guy go. Swift ending. Moves in for Sayoma, gets that kill, triple kill. He's been, what, 1 versus 4?
Yeah, all claimed by the Lifestealer by himself.
Vega have to make sure they pull out everything they can onto him. They're going to be able to make the first initial lead in. It's all for LeBron, though. Kotl will have to take it up. Swift Ending makes it beautiful. 3-man chrono with Swift Ending on the outside. FNG does get a nice little get out of jail free card right there for the Drow. And now the return fire. Mag looks to move in with the Epi. We'll get the back half of it into the action right now. We'll respond. Vacuum wall comes out for Mitch as they look to go for the finish. Swift Ending looks for Iceberg. We'll be able to get that one double kill already for the scary Lifestealer, and he hops up and over the woods right now.
In mentality, they didn't push with their first Aegis, and...
Okay, here we go. Vegas time now. Moonlight Shadow, they spot out KotlGuy, and they're looking to get him out, and they got the Aegis here. Milan is going to be going down Nest. Wow. Okay, This could be a double takedown. Response from Gogi. He will get the chrono onto 2. Stackstorm responded though. This is awkward now for Elements. Now Swift Ending will show up and he just annihilates FNG in 2 shots. Now looks to go for Sayoma. They get both supports out of the picture fast while Iceberg continues to move on in. He will be able to get the burst finishing off Gogi. Here's the real guy though. It's Swift Ending. You cannot take Element's base without him being dead.
Or a burrow strike could fly through very
Moonlight
quickly.
Shadow. Milan's out. And Elements could say just get the hell back if they want, but they have the gem. They could use the positioning a bit better. Mag is going to be in the high ground. They quickly annihilate and take out Milan. It's 3 straight fights. He's going to be taken out right at the start here. Mag is going to get blasted. All of Elements up in the higher staircase here. FNG, brilliant pullback. Mag is going to be gone to the low ground and saved. Nice grab from FNG. Sayoma, though, is not going to be saved. He will get grabbed. Swift Ending and take it apart. Gogi duking it out with FN. Not a big fight he can win. All the firepowers for Swift Ending, and they're going to be able to kite him on the lower side. FN runs back and away, but they got that Drow aura on their team now, and FN is going to be going down. They sheep him up. They mana leak him up, and he is dropped. Mitch with the triple kill. Elements. And now it's going to be Elements here, knocking down the last couple of racks. VEGA feel like they have one last hold in this game. FN out the front door. And a bit far from home here. Looks like FNG will be able to save him, pull him back and away. Chrono will not catch Iceberg, but they will catch both Mag and Sayoma, and they will be able to finish out the Disruptor. Mag Yules burrows away. FN looks to land some shots. Man, he tickles Swift Ending there as he's able to get the mech and get some substance. Gogi leaping in. VEGA have to hustle, back it away inside the fountain and into the safe zone because Elements are in town, and they're taking game number 1. Tier 4 is dropped. Mag says, feel my epi, creeps. Nah. It's over. Stop playing with your food, Elements, and finish your plate. Game number 1 is Elements. VEGA takes their first loss in the BTS Europe Series.
Yep, you see the graph turn it at like 32 minutes. It goes from 100% VEGA's game to Elements just bringing it back over and over and over again. They played Elements, they were persistent and they were diligent.